location in Silicon Valley, with its extremely disproportionately high number of Savarna tech workers, makes caste and the way it plays out in everyday life impossible to ignore. As my understanding grew, I also started to realize that the South Asia, and most people who look like me, and who had gained our knowledge, our training, and our PhDs from educational institutions in the global north, continues to be framed in colonial terms. A South Asia that the British learned about through their Brahmin interlocutors, and whose teachings continue to be the foundation of what we learn and what we teach. The Hinduism we learn about in the academy is by and large based on colonial Brahminical knowledge systems, which are by their very nature exclusionary. For example, even after 20 years of holding a PhD in South Asian studies, I had no idea until recently that many communities in India eat beef as part of their regular meals. I was, of course, aware that the caste privilege were the folks who usually ended up teaching in universities in the global north, and understood this to be indicative of unjust power differentials. But it was not until quite recently that I learned how few people can actually be identified as caste privileged. Therefore, the need for the academy to embrace critical caste studies, not as a siloed study path separate and equal to other ways of conceptualizing South Asia, but as fundamental to what we do, what we learn, and what we teach, is enormous and acute. I'm fortunate to be surrounded at Stanford by South Asianist scholars and students who, through their scholarship, through their lived experience, or both, ensure that caste is a foundational lens through which we look at South Asia. And critical caste scholarship is essential to what we try to achieve at the Center for South Asia.